J-Ster is a minigame in Astria Ascending. It is unlocked fairly early in the main story. Anyone familiar with Final Fantasy VIII's Triple Triad or Final Fantasy IX's Tetramaster will feel right at home, though admittedly, J-Ster is far less complex. Each player chooses 5 tokens, taking turns placing them on a board made up of 7 hexes. The goal is to flip your opponent's tokens. The player with the most flipped tokens when all 7 hexes are full is the winner. Sounds easy enough, but there are a few things to consider. Each token has an attack value. This can be found in the center of the token. There are no attack value modifiers. The defense value of a token is the same as the attack value. However, there are defense value modifiers. Each token has 6 symbols around its edge. The symbols on the edge of the token impact the defense value of that edge. A diamond symbol is neutral, meaning the defense of the token is equal to the attack value shown on the token. A W means weak. The defense of the token is equal to the attack value minus 2. An R means resist. The defense of the token is the attack value plus 2. N means nullify. The token cannot be flipped from that side no matter the opponent's attack value. And A means absorb. Any tokens that touch this side will be absorbed or flipped to the owner's color. When placing a token, you can, if the rules permit it, rotate the symbols on the edge of the tokens. This adds a layer of strategy to the game. Not only are you making sure your attack value can break your opponent's defense, but you also do not want to leave your own token exposed. It is always a good idea to have an R for resist, N for nullify, or A for absorb on any of the exposed sides of the token. As you come across NPCs who play J-Ster, you will recognize these NPCs by the icon above their head. You can press square to challenge them. This challenge screen holds a lot of useful information. The rules of the game can change your strategy, so it's important to keep them in mind. The rules are as follows. Open. All tokens are visible. You can see your opponent's tokens and they can see yours. Hidden. You can't see the tokens that your opponent is using and they cannot see yours. Lock. Players are not allowed to rotate the symbols on their tokens. Random. Tokens are selected randomly from your pool. This one stings and is something to keep in mind as you make your way through the game. There is no way to get rid of unwanted tokens. So if you spent hours and hours turning rats into tokens, you might be upset later when you are trying to challenge J-Ster Masters and have to deal with the random rule. The lower number of common and uncommon tokens you have, the better. Before each match, a head-to-head occurs. 2 tokens are faced off, and 1 will be taken away from play. This token cannot be claimed even if you win. The winning token will be placed on the center of the board. Also keep an eye out for preemptive strike. The player who has this bonus will automatically win the head-to-head. You can also see the trade rules on this screen. They are as follows. 1. The winner gets their choice of 1 token from the loser. All. The winner gets to take all of the loser's 5 tokens. Flip. The winner gets to take all of the loser's tokens that they have flipped. You can also see the NPC's rank and difficulty on this screen. In the beginning of the game, this is very important to be aware of as you will not have access to tokens with high attack values. This will make some games unwinnable until you get better tokens. There are multiple ways to get better tokens. Defeating other J-Ster players. Tokens can also drop as battle rewards. They can be found in chests, and Arpeggio has a skill that can turn enemies into tokens, though the success rate seems rather low. Hunts and side quests are a great way to get good tokens early on. I myself relied on these hunt tokens to really start building up my collection and take on more difficult players. So now that we know the rules, let's put all this information together and go through one quick game. On this screen, we can see there is no preemptive strike. The rules of the game shows hidden, so we will not be able to see each other's tokens. The trade rule is 1. Whoever wins will get to select one of their opponent's tokens. We can also see she is an apprentice player with a difficulty of 2. This is just below my level, so it should be a fairly easy match. When selecting tokens, the more common ones are listed first with the more rare and more powerful tokens at the bottom. We start with a head-to-head. My token wins, so it is placed in the center. She places her token. It is not strong enough to flip mine, but let's see if I can flip hers. I can see she has two exposed edges, a nullify and a weakness. I cannot flip her coin on the nullify side no matter what my attack is. The weakness edge means her defense is attack value, which in this case is 3, minus 2, so her defense value is 1. Any token with an attack value over 1 will flip her token. I have plenty of options, so I'm making my choice by thinking ahead to the defensive round. I select my token and place it so the only exposed side is nullify. This makes it impossible for it to be flipped. Once again, her token is not strong enough to flip mine. However, her exposed edge is an R for resistance, which means her defense is attack value 3 plus 2. Her total defense is 5. My tokens with an attack value of 4 will not flip it, so I choose to go with an attack value 6 token and make sure nullify is the edge that is left exposed. This is the last round. We can easily see I'm going to win, but can I make this a total victory? She placed a token with an attack value of 3 and the diamond symbol, which means neutral. So the defense of this token edge is 3. No matter what token I play, I will have total victory. I have crushed her dreams and total domination. Get good, random NPC. Unfortunately, my reward is a subpar token that I already have, so I guess she really gets the last laugh. And that is J-Ster. As you play your way through Astria Ascending, you will discover tons of NPCs to play. I tried to keep the token spoilers to a minimum, so I didn't show just how advanced and challenging J-Ster can get. Just remember, even in the most advanced games, the same rules apply. Which can mean if you do not have tokens that have a high enough attack value, you will bump into NPCs that are impossible to beat. No matter how good your strategy is, if your attack value numbers are not high enough, you don't stand a chance, so don't waste your time. Keep playing, collect powerful tokens, and take on players that are your level until they start to feel a bit easy, then move up. Oh, one last tip. It is okay to save before each game, especially while you are learning or if you're using rare tokens, some of which you can only get once. Save, save, and save again. You don't want to lose your best coins in one go. I hope you enjoyed this little guide to J-Ster. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Done.